Your last, your initial opponent, COVID positive. Your last fight before that, COVID positive as well. You must be sick to death of hearing about COVID-19 at this stage.
Yeah, and honestly, I was supposed to fight in May, and everything got canceled then too. So, yeah, it's been a roller coaster for sure, but I'm happy to be here now, and thankful for Bellator to get somebody short notice and be able to put on a fight on Thursday.
This is a very basic kind of a question that just kind of has to be asked. You're feeling good. You're totally clear. You've had as many negative tests as needed.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I definitely, I had the symptoms, when I got it, when I had to pull out my fight. Up until then, I'd felt really tired and I didn't, I chalked it all up to being at the end of a fight camp and all that. But as soon as I got the positive test, like, then all the symptoms hit me. I lost my selling, my taste, my body ached really bad and all that. But, I'm young and healthy. And fortunately, it was a really quick pass through.
And so you definitely would. Your message to the public would be, maybe take this thing seriously.
Yeah, it's so man, that's such a hard thing. It's so tough for me. I see so many sides of everything, but I know for myself that not to underplay it all, but I was sicker this year alone. With I got the flu this year. Actually, after my fight in Israel, I got the flu when I had
Mm.
gotten home. So, but the weird thing about it is just how it affects everyone so differently. And then, I think it's important. And to me, I think it's just about being a good person, being a respectful person, and just because I don't want to wear a mask, I'm still going to it just out of respect to the rest of the people, because some people do feel like it does make a big difference for them, and I want to respect that.
One more from me. Obviously, you had to enter the bubble a couple of days ago. Did you get a chance to go out and cast your vote?
Yeah, I voted right before we left. So yeah, my wife and I both we voted this year, and yeah, today's a interesting day for sure.
We won't be staying up all night.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go to Gabriel.
I think with everything with COVID going down. I mean, we moved to Florida and ironically, got COVID from doing it. But I think it was just the right time. My wife had made some big changes in her career for the time being, and yeah, it felt right. Our managers helped us along with everything, and we're an affiliate in Portland, and my head coach Fabiano Scherner, who I still consider my head coach. He was a proponent for us going and trying it out and being down there, and it's tough. I feel like ATT down there is one of those places, especially for myself being as competitive and just wanting to be the best. It's tough for me to imagine going there and spending like a week and going back home or a month or something. I think it's something that I want to just live and breathe it and be there, and it just happened to be the right time. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I fight to be the best, and I fight to win every fight. And I think if I continue to do that, it's all going to play itself out. And I think that should be everyone's goal. If you're fighting, you want to be the best. You want to fight for a title and all that. So yeah, I did, and I think stylistically I'm a good fight, and I'm excited for the day that I get that opportunity for sure.
Gareth?
Hi, Austin. It's Gareth calling from London. Good to see you with clothes on.
Good to hear from you, buddy.
It's almost a year since you fought last. I mean, what have you managed to put together for yourself in that last year? Obviously, the COVID tests notwithstanding that someone mentioned earlier, but how have you progressed your game in the last year?
Yeah, it's just been one of those things that, unfortunately everyone had to go through. And I was actually supposed to go to London and fight in May. So, it's kind of a bummer that I didn't get that opportunity. But, I've tried to stay as busy as I can. Chael puts on his Submission Underground shows. I was able to compete against some really high level guys in that. And, from May on, I've just been wanting to stay ready and be prepared for when the fight started back up. Unfortunately, I got sick and I had to push the fight back a little bit. But really, I feel like I've done everything I could to progress and get better, by moving to American Top Team and doing all that. So, I'm excited to go out and showcase.
9-0 overall, 3-0 in Bellator. Is it just important to keep that win column going now, like you say, as you rise up the middleweight rankings?
Yeah, but I think it's almost equally as important to show that I'm growing and progressing and getting better. I think I like I talked about before. My goal is to fight for a title and continue to get better and get to that point where I get that opportunity. So more than anything, that is what I really want. But of course, one goal in mind, and that's to go out and win every fight and, just be focused on the fight at hand. I got a really tough opponent on Thursday and, I feel prepared and ready to go out and get the victory.
Before Danny cuts me off, I'm going to ask two questions in one. What do you know about Chris Curtis? And is your wife, Paige, really going into bare knuckle?
So the funny thing is, my opponent's actually changed. It's not Chris Curtis anymore. He tested positive for COVID. So my new opponent is Vinicius De Jesus. Oh, yeah. And, I know he's fought some big fights. He's fought for Bellator in the past. And, he comes out, he's got some things that make him a dangerous fighter. So, I think I'm well-rounded. I think, I'm going to rely on what got me here to the show. And I feel confident that that's going to be, enough to go out and get a victory. And then for your second question, my wife, she did sign with bare knuckle. And this was kind of a hard thing. I'm really happy with where things are right now. Of course, I'd be a liar if I said I didn't want her to be here and join me in Bellator and all that. But, that decision took a lot of soul searching for her. And she felt like at this point in her career, she needed to make some changes and, to continue to compete with the top girls. And, I think what she's doing now is going to extend the longevity of her career. I know it sounds kind of ironic because she's going to fight in bare knuckle, but she's only 26. And, this gives her the opportunity to work on some things, really work on her striking, be a much more dangerous striker. And then also on the side, knowing that she's more than likely going to come back to MMA, to start to improve on some of the things that she could improve on and to really make her a much more well-rounded fighter. And, I'm biased, but in my opinion, be one of the best girls in the world.
Good luck against Vinicius. Can't wait to see you. Go get the job done.
Thank you, brother. Yep. We'll talk after.
All right, we'll go to Dan. Take a couple more.
Hey, Austin. How you doing today?
Doing good. Thank you.
So you're facing a new opponent, Vinny De Jesus, who is different, but has much more, I guess we could say, experience this year, we could say, considering you've had a little bit of a layoff. How difficult is it to prepare or face an opponent at the last minute, especially one who has been active recently?
I don't really think that it's any difficult. I'm a professional and I stay ready. I'm ready. I'm more than anything, I'm focused on getting better myself and growing my skills and, rounding myself off, being at American Top Team, I see every style every day, and, just as much for me as it is for him, I don't think he's fought someone like me before. So, it's going to be different for him as well. So, like I said, at the end of the day, just being a professional and being fortunate for Bellator to go out there and get a new opponent for me. And, I'm excited to fight on Thursday. It's been too long, man. I would have definitely fought a lot earlier in this if I could have.
Completely understandable. Just got one more question for you. With Paige going to bare knuckle, is it going to be an issue in regards to you and her working together in training and whatnot, her being in your corner, you being in her corner? Is there any issues on that front?
No, and her and I are both realistic on the situations. Of course, we corner each other for fights, but we both know, hey, if there's a better option for you, then 100% go and do that. There's no hard feelings for us. We just want the best for one another as far as our careers and fighting. No, I mean, really, American Top Team has really set up a good bare knuckle program right now. Thiago Alves just went and had his debut, and I thought looked amazing. Fighting somebody who already had 4 bare knuckle fights or whatever. So they've got a good little crew going there, and it's kind of cool to see. American Top Team's got like its own little bare knuckle fighting team, and all the coaches there are world class, so experienced, and we still go to practice same time every day, do all the same stuff. So really nothing's changed for us.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Rick?
Hey, Austin, how are you doing?
Doing good. Thank you so much.
My question is, right now you say you got sick from the COVID in the past, you and your wife.
Yep.
What motivation can you give your fans out there in your media world who are going through this COVID situation right now?
Could you repeat that one more time?
Sure. What motivation will give your fans out there in the media world who have cases right now going through with COVID?
Give just some words. I think man, it definitely, it's a serious issue going on right now. And you gotta stay as healthy as you can and just try to live a healthy life right now. And for myself, I was fortunate to have a mild case and all that. And, I just hope that those who are sick, that they just go through the mild cases and, just be respectful to people.
All right. Thank you.
All right, we'll take one more from Simon.
Hey, Austin, hope you're doing well. First of all, I'm really digging the hat. I don't know if that's new or what's going on there, but I got to ask you, how nice is it going to be that you're able to use all your tools now that you're entering the MMA world, as your past few have actually just been on Submission Underground?
It's so nice, man. I even doing interviews up for Submission Underground is, talking. I'm an MMA fighter. I was just doing that stuff to stay active, and I'm very fortunate for Chael for putting that on and giving me the opportunity just to continue to compete and all that. But I think for almost every single one of them, I'd gone to sparring the next day or the day before Saturday. Done hard sparring rounds and then went and competed. So it's relieving. I'm really happy to just go out there and do my thing and do what I do. And I'm just so thankful and fortunate that this is what I get to do for a job and, go out and fight. I love the fight.